Okay, we're back. Hey, everybody. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Stock Markets with Bruce. They call me Uncle Bruce, and I welcome you to the show. It is July 1st. It's Canada's birthday today, Canada Day, July 1. Welcome all. Markets are not open in Canada, but they're open in the USA. So I am here on Friday, the 4th of July. US markets are closed. I won't be here. I will be taking that day off, just like many of you who are following the U.S. markets. Thank you for joining me this morning from wherever you are on the planet. It's good to have you. It's a lower opening indicated where we don't open for obviously 58 minutes, but we are a bit lower now, down 73 on the Dow. We were down about 30, now we're down 70. It's not serious, but it's a negative direction so far. At least that's what it's indicating. We're down 20 points on the S&P. That's 1/3%. The Dow's only down 0.17%. And NASDAQ is leading the market lower, down 0.47 of a percentage point, down 108 points so far this morning. Gold is up 1.75%, up $58 an ounce, 33.65. Oil is up 53 cents at 65.64 a barrel at the moment. Little tidbit for you, for those of you who do or do not know, I am in Canada, in Calgary, Alberta, oil headquarters of Canada. Basically, it's kind of like the Houston of America. All the oil companies, the majors, and all the mid-sized oil companies, almost all the juniors, they're based here in Calgary. This is where you raise money. This is where you find landmen, engineers. This is where the accountants are, where the lawyers are, where the deals are made in the oil patch. And a lot of lobbyists here to discuss with governments the oil industry's wants, needs, and desires. This province of almost 5 million people, when I moved here in 77, this province had 2 million people. Now we have almost 5. They just released their financial budget for the province of Alberta on Friday, last Friday. $8 billion surplus for the provincial budget. 5 million people in the province with an $8 billion surplus, with oil at $65-70 a barrel. And the reason for this surplus is not because of the price of the product, it's how much of it is being sold and moved out of here. That is what makes this province its money. There's now a big move going on behind the scenes. It's under the table. It's not in your face, but everyone in the industry around here knows what we're talking about. Natural gas, liquid natural gas movement, exporting it overseas is a big deal around here. Problem is that we don't have an ocean just over there that we can bring super tankers to. To get natural gas and oil out of Alberta, it has to go through pipelines. And the pipelines are a political football that has been a problem in Canada since the 1950s, not in the last 10 years. Since the 1950s, it's been a problem. And environmentalists go absolutely crazy on any kind of pipeline anywhere. Although the track record of pipelines is exceptional when it comes to safety and for no problemos when it moves product. Every once in a while, a pipeline fails, and within hours it is rectified, and within weeks it is cleared up. But environmentalists won't let it go. Unlike a ship that sinks in the ocean, the oil is dissipated and damage is unbelievable. People forget about that, but an oil spill or a little leak in a pipeline, oh, that's a catastrophe. Affects almost no one. But in any event, this province is right now full speed ahead in liquefying natural gas and getting it through pipelines to the West Coast and getting it out to the rest of the world. And if that can be done, if that is followed through on, this province gets much richer because this province has more natural gas than oil to move. It's quite exceptional. In any event, the United States has been taking advantage of the liquid natural gas business now for a decade. Big head start on Canada. Canada had a head start on America, but then Canada does what it does best, beats itself up, Canadians against Canadians. And Canada is now just sitting here spinning its wheels compared to Americans, full speed ahead. We have LNG export plants all over the place in the United States, and dollars are coming in. Americans know that when it's time to make a buck, it's time to make a buck. And that's what's going on in that area. The President of the United States and his team have made sure that in the environmental department, the Department of Environment, and in the natural gas, the oil and gas industry, that drill baby drill is the number one motto being bandied about in federal circles at the cabinet table in Washington. And so oil and gas companies have a friend in Washington that says, let's just produce oil and gas and make a bunch of money. And that's thinking, short-term thinking for today. Make the bucks that we can make today, and we'll worry about everything else later. Well, unfortunately, the rest of the world is worrying about the climate, and it is very evident what's happening in many parts of America now and in Europe right now. Heat waves of unprecedented proportions have hit spots and areas where it has never been a problem or similar problem before. And we now are talking about plus 100-degree days in many European capitals and cities that never had this problem. The 80s and 90s were the norm, not 105, not 110-degree temperatures. That belongs in Arizona. Well, we're getting 100-plus days just last week in New York and Philly and Washington and Pittsburgh and Detroit and Chicago. Not good. And so there you go. It is an issue. Solution is evident to those who want to take a look at it. It's a star that we seem to go around all the time. It shows up when our planet spins every day. Every day we spin once a day. And right now for 14 hours, 16 hours a day, we got a bright sunny day with that star up there shining on us. In the winter, not so much, but still, we get daylight 24 hours a day. That daylight, there's more energy coming off the sun in one day than we need for a year for our needs. We don't take advantage of it. It is the most laughable part of the human race, that the human race as an entity, as a thing, we have the greatest power source that we'll ever have just shining on us, and we don't take advantage of it to the degree we could. And there's the laughable part of our economic and our environmental problems. We don't take advantage of what is given to us for nothing. And we'd rather drill 10,000 feet down at the cost of millions and millions of dollars, pull a pipe down there, pull this stuff out, bring it to the surface through other pipelines, through storage facilities, into refineries, separate it all into poisonous chemicals, burn it, to use it and create poisons in our environment to slowly kill ourselves. That's the world in which we are, and that's the administration Americans voted for in the last election, because God forbid there be a woman in the White House. Oh, never. No, we can't have that. We can't have that. And so there you go. It is what it is. I'm just a guy going, wow, it just blows my mind. Again, I'm in Oil Central in Canada. I am surrounded by oil and gas companies. The air here is clear. The sky here is blue, clean. It's wonderful, because the oil is not extracted and burned in downtown Calgary. Downtown Calgary, we're the corporate headquarters of the Canadian oil patch. The oil fields and all the oil sands are hundreds of miles away from here, but they're funded from here. And so the skyscrapers are here, and the wealth is here, and the problems are somewhere else. And that is the same with Washington. They have their issues, and they have their things on mind, what they want to pass and get done, and the problems are somewhere else. and they have to deal with it wherever they have to deal with it. Welcome to the program. We are watching now the Senate try to pass the president's big, beautiful bill. And everyone knows, everyone admits, quietly, they admit it, this is going to add to the deficit big time. It's solving some problems, but it's going to create others. But those problems that'll be created are down the road. And this administration won't have to deal with it. Because by the time those problems down the road surface, there will likely be another president in the White House. They can deal with it. And this has been the game forever with administrations after administrations, because politicians get elected today, not 10 years from now. They get elected only now. They don't have to worry about your vote in 15 years. They have to worry about your vote now. And so they try to solve or try to show they're making new progress now that gets your vote. And that's all it is. It's nothing personal. It's called survival, and here we are. Well, there you go. The American dollar is in trouble. The American dollar is paying the price now. If you want to see evidence, absolute evidence of failed U.S. policies, the one place you can go is either the bond market and or the currency market. That's the neighborhood. They're kind of connected to each other. It's one place. And the American dollar is reflecting real problems, real negative issues. And unfortunately, or fortunately, again, depending on your personal situation, you may or may not notice it in your personal life. And so it doesn't matter to you, and you're okay. If you, however, are thinking of going to Europe for a vacation later this summer, I have bad news for you. In January, your credit card would have converted European costs somewhere around the 103 to 104 range. It would cost 103 to buy a euro. Now it's going to run $1.18 American to buy a euro. And that is a nasty 14% price increase minimum, plus credit card charges. If you want to go to Japan, you're talking about, instead of 160 to the yen, now we're talking low 140s. You want to go to the British pound, you want to go to England for a little while. You used to buy anything in England would run you 122, 123 to the pound. Now it's 137, 138. That's not good. Swiss franc, you want to go to Switzerland? Well, your US dollar was worth 92, 93 cents earlier this year. Now it's 78 cents and still falling. Come to Canada, you used to be able to get $1.45 for an American dollar. Now you're getting 136, and the American dollar is falling inside Canada as well, which is an interesting little thing. Here's the Bitcoin 1 year chart from the 60,000 range a year ago all the way now to this 100, 105,000 range, 106, where we are right now. That's not making Americans richer or poorer. That's just Bitcoin. I thought I'd throw it in. No charge from your friend here at Uncle Bruce. Thank you all for joining me. Have you hit my answer my poll question today? If you got a minute, answer my question of the day if you can. And thank you also those of you who have hit the thumbs up button already. 48. The question is, I write cash secured puts on SoFi, and I like this game. 99 people, looks like 100 folks have answered this question. I write cash secured puts on SoFi, and I like this game. 76% of you who have answered this question are saying, yeah, I've been writing cash secured puts on SoFi, and I do like this game. Here's the number now with 102 people voting. 76 to 24 is the ratio, yes to no, writing cash secured puts on SoFi. That is a phenomenal ratio, 3 to 1 here. Everyone who writes cash secured puts on SoFi is doing what I'm doing right now, having a hard time hiding a smile on your face. You have been very well rewarded for your patience, your dedication, your unwavering belief in the fact that this company, SoFi, is really winning here. They are winning on all fronts, and now the shares are beginning to reflect the win. We hit a high at one point yesterday, the euphoria of $18.92. That's a new multi-year high. We're at 1791 right now. This is still pretty damn good. This stock got down to 850 after Liberation Day or whatever that was, April 2nd, the April Fool version for Taco Boy. And it's recovered all the way from 850 back here now to this $18 neighborhood where the shares were in January of this year. It's been 6 months and we're back, and the stock will continue to go higher than it was in January. It already showed a little bit to you yesterday. There's more to come. We are now into the third quarter of the fiscal year. It's July 1st. The second quarter is over, and the July 29th will be the date that SoFi will release their financials. So between now and the 29th, which is in 4 weeks, we're going to hear the numbers for the second quarter. I can pretty well tell you it's likely they will be record results. They will likely be higher results than forecast, higher than predicted, higher than consensus, any word you want to use. Whatever Wall Street said they were going to do, they're going to do more than that. They did more than that in the second quarter. They will revise their third quarter financials. They will revise their fourth quarter financials because they have to be revised higher. Stock is going to go higher. Congratulations, all of you who write cash secured puts on your SoFi. I remember in November, December, January, you could write a $20 cash secured put for SoFi and get $8.50, $9. I remember in April, when the stock backed off like all the other shares did, you could have received $12 to $13 for cash secured puts for 20s for SoFi. Those $20 SoFi puts that expire January 26th are now trading around $4. They're worth $3. They're worth $2. Pardon me. At $17.96, $18 a share. They're worth $2. They're trading at $3.85, and they will fall further as the shares keep going higher. So, yes, it's time to look to roll them into perhaps $25 contracts for July or June of 26 or January 27. It's time to go forward and grab another $5 a share into your pocket. Go from $4 contracts to $9 contracts and put the extra $500 a contract in your account. I have a feeling that these people who are answering my question of the day, 110 now who are answering this question, 75% of which say, yes, I am writing cash secured puts on SoFi. I like this game, Bruce, a lot. Those 75% are sitting there going, Bruce, I didn't write one. I didn't write two of those. It's not like I'm going to roll my cash secured puts and get an extra $1,000 in my account today or tomorrow or whatever. No, Bruce, I've written far more than one or two of those, and I will be doing many more going forward. Yes, it's true. There are people here who have written 20, 50, 100, 300 cash secured puts at $500 each. They're all about to get a serious cash injection into their account. The speculation now between the 20 today and the 29th of July is, how high will SoFi shares go before they release their financials on the 29th? Will the shares break $20 a share? Could they break 22? And if that's the case, will people who rolled from 20 to 25s then roll their 25s to 30s when the stock reaches $20, $22, $23? Will they go to $30 put cash secured puts and bring in another $500 per contract? In other words, are there viewers right now watching me here with me right now? There are 200 of them. How many of the 200 people here right now are going to roll their contracts from the 20 range to the 25 range this next week, and the 25 range to the 30 range by the end of this month into August? In other words, they are adding $1,000 per contract written into their accounts in the next 30 days. How many does this represent? I suspect there are 1,000 viewers minimum that have written cash secured puts here, minimum. And I suspect 800 of them are going to be rolling and rolling again. And that means millions of dollars are coming into the hands of this channel's viewership in the next 30 days. And you're welcome. I'm glad to see it. I'm glad to watch it. I'm glad to hear about it. I'm thrilled for you folks. You have paid the price since 2021, 22, 23. You were into SoFi at $4, $5, $6, $7, $8. You were teased and you were mercilessly subject to torture by the analysts out there, so-called analysts who put the sell rating on this thing, who gave it a hold rating, wouldn't give it a buy rating, wouldn't give it a $10 price target. And you said, no, you're not kicking me out of this stock. I'm in to win. And here we are on the precipice of a major beyond breakout, beyond what we've got already. It's good now. It's going to be much better. There are people here who are going to be bringing in $5 and another $5 that don't have a $5 average, that only have a $7 average total. They only paid $7 for it, and they're going to get paid $10 in cash in the next month and a half. Thank you, Mr. Noto. Thank you, Board of Directors of SoFi. Thank you, great employees of SoFi. And congratulations to all of you out there who are taking advantage of this win. The short position on SoFi, 148 million shares, has not dropped at all as the stock came back from $8.50 all the way back here to almost $19. It's still 148 million shorted. These guys are the morons of the morons. You're not the moron holding SoFi. They are. 148 million shorted on SoFi, now approaching $20 a share. This is a problem. This is becoming a very expensive $3 billion problem. And if the shares go to 30, it's a $4.5 billion problem. And that means the stock will go higher yet. So get ready, kids, to keep cashing in again and again and again on your SoFi shares. You deserved it, you've earned it, and you're going to enjoy it. The Big E is here today at number 1. Our names are back to normal. Thank you, whoever fixed this. Piss off whoever screwed it up, but thank you for fixing it. Richard, Chase, Rosita Parker, Sharon, Austin, Legacy, Dude, Rice, Hector, thank you all. And these thumbs ups have come in already. Andre De La Torre, Corinne, Charlie, thank you all. Mark, Juan, welcome, JM. Rice checks, short trading day on Thursday, third closes at 1 p.m. Interesting. Thank you all. Crazy that the S&P and 500 NASDAQ are hitting all-time highs, but they've been trying to. They're a little off now, but yeah. Welcome, everybody. Rich K is here talking about Ford. Ryan, hey, everybody, is there a fund on Webull I can park my cash being held for puts that I sold? Thank you. Does anyone know if Webull has an in-house interest-bearing something? They might have an FYI section in their thing. You might just do a Google search. Literally ask Google. AI might tell you. I don't know. Stuart, welcome. Keith, Just Truth, number 34. Good morning. Charlie, I haven't done it personally, but others use BIL for that. The BILs track the treasury rates. You get about 4.5% on that. I would say there's an ETF that's a high yield bond ETF, symbol SPHY. SPHY. You may want to go there, check it out, and see if that one appeals to you. I think it yields 7.5% on cash balances. You might be able to get something there. I don't know. Dude, are we having fun here? The man, anyone playing with Mara options? Mandu, number 41. Good morning, everybody. Thank you, number 5. I'll check it out, says Ryan. You got it. Richard, wow, 83 Fahrenheit today in Calgary for a high. Hello, Bruce from Michigan. Welcome, my friends. JD, hey, uncle, brother. Who else is here? Charlie. It pays out monthly interest, says Charlie. Jones of the Misty Tree. Good morning. Lucky number 44. Andre De La Torre. Ryan. I'm using Bill and happy with it so far. Good times with Gila. I took classes 1 and 2. Wrote my first covered call. SoFi, 8 contracts, $21 strike price, 95 cents premium for November of 25 this year. If I had only waited 1 day, I could have done much better, but I'm still learning. Well, look, you brought in some dough. The shares are at 17.90 something. If they backed off a little bit on you, then those calls have backed off a little bit as well. And I wouldn't worry. You've got $95 times 8 contracts. You just hauled in almost $800 on one of your first option rights. That pays for 4 lessons. Well done. There's always rollovers, and you know what those are all about. $21 strike price. I love that. Well done. Welcome to the party. Nice to have you with us. And I'd love to see you get very rich here. Ryan, do I need to call Webull to buy BIL? No, you should be able to it's a symbol, BIL. Cruz, it says not enough buying power, but the cash is there. Earnings are doing nothing right now. If you're having issues with Webull, either talk to them or shift somewhere else. Yeah. Again, I can't answer for these outfits. I don't know what their policies are. JD, I have $15-20 SoFi covered calls expiring in December, 25% of my holdings. I'm glad I didn't panic and buy back yesterday. I'm expecting some pullback. What's your advice on the best raise or revise the position? I don't want to lose the shares at 20 if we have a good likelihood of blowing past much earlier than expected. Well, again, here we are off 29 cents. Is this a disaster? 17.92? No. For you, it might be an opportunity to do a rollover or an opportunity just to wait for the calls to bottom out here a little bit, pick them off, and buy them back and sit on the sidelines and write again. I don't know. I wouldn't worry about it, even if the shares go to 20. You'll do a $22 rollover. You'll do a $24 rollover further out in time when the time comes. So you really don't have to do anything today. Bagel Babe, thumbs ups. The man, JD, you can just lose your shares at 20 and write $20 cash secured puts until you get them back. Collect premium both ways. That's another strategy. You get taken out. If you were to be exercised, you would be paid the $20 plus the cash you got for writing those contracts. Now what you're going to do, you're going to write cash secured put on the stock, wherever you can write a $20 cash secured put, a 21, a 22, and take that premium and watch those fall off as the stock keeps going up. You're going to keep winning. It doesn't matter. That's true. Weber, good morning, all number 50. Lee Mortimer rolled my $20 cash secured puts on SoFi Jan 26 to $22 Jan 26, taking dollars off the table. That's what I'm doing. Murray, good morning and evening from Tokyo, Japan. Good evening. Good morning to you. Looks like it's about 10 in the evening in Tokyo tomorrow. Welcome. Bobby, I bought back all 37 $20 cash secured puts for Jan 26 at $375. Started $25 cash secured puts for Jan 27 at $890. I also purchased 1,000 shares yesterday. A BIL went from 1,732 to 1,500 something shares. Interesting stuff. JD, thanks for the opinion from the man, says JD. Henry, a hi all from the second day in Vietnam. We're in Vietnam on Gambler's Money. Bobby, staying at a hotel or Airbnb style? Bobby wants to know. Brian, Bobby, is there a good time to buy Bill? I freed up a bunch of cash. I think this market is too high. The bills always pay interest every 30 days. They rise up and then they drop by the amount of the dividend. They rise, they drop. Doesn't matter where you buy it at. You either watch it go up for a week or 2 or 3, and then it drops with your payout, and then it goes up again. Anytime you get in there, daily interest is being earned on this thing. Bobby, maybe today or within a day or two, Bill is about to reset for the month. Bobby, but the stock average, a monthly climb isn't big enough to worry about. Just buy when they're available. The man, what to roll my July 18th, $14 cash secured put on SoFi too. What should I do? Henry, hotel in Da Nang, Bobby. I'm in a hotel in Da Nang. Brian, I see it's at the high right now. Today or tomorrow should drop back down. Aurora, number 63. Good morning. Happy Canada Day, Uncle Bruce and Auntie Jen. Henry, enjoying the beach environment. Ryan, in January, I told my wife that I could earn her 37% annually by selling SoFi $15 puts. Worst case scenario, she'd own the shares at 11 with the premium collected. That's what I told her. She said it sounded too good to be true. How could it be low risk and yield 37%, she asked. Yes, how did you learn that, Bobby? Where did you learn this stuff from? That's incredible. Bobby, one of the travel goals to see what parts of the world, Bobby, $1 beer and noodles for dinner. Ryan, Sounds great. Be real life. First time here, says real life. Welcome to the program. Welcome to the party, pal. D-Man, you are absolutely right about the sun. However, it does not do any good if we get our charging power from petroleum-based energy sources. Also, there's no perfect solution for government. Well, we got to do something. Do you want to just burn stuff? Remember we used to burn coal? Maybe you don't remember. I don't remember. I wasn't around when we burned coal as our main source of heat and energy back in the early 1900s and 1800s and 1700s. But if you saw downtown London, if you saw Sheffield, Birmingham, Liverpool, if you saw Paris, Berlin, Frankfurt, you saw the cities that burned coal back in the day. And notice the life expectancy of the human race when we burned coal to get by. Slight improvement in that. I think we can get better. I think we can. Dude, Ryan, all brokerages are different as far as cash held, put money, and what they allow. Call your trading desk and tell them what you want to do. It depends if you're in the cash or margin account as well. Good answer, JD. Thanks, Uncle B. Charlie, Uncle Bruce, I have $17 January 26 Sofi puts that are only up 50%. I'm greedy for more percentage. I'm on the fence as to roll or not. 20s out to July 26 or give it another month or so of time. Well, you've got Jan 26 17s. You can go Jan 26 20s and move up that way. You can go Jan 26 22s and move up $5. Just Jan 26. Stay there if you want in time. On the other hand, if you go to Jan 27, go to 25, so you're going to $9 from where you are. That is multiple dollars. But totally, look, there's no, it's not like you got to do something right now or you're going to miss the opportunity. I mean, check it out. I just find that when I have the opportunity, in some of you folks have the opportunity to do 30 of these. You can do 30 rollovers and bring in $15,000 additional cash into your account, and you don't think that's good enough, then you are making money. You really are making some dough out there. You're making far more dough than you've ever made before, and now you think 15 grand is like nothing. You've forgotten how poor you once were. Remember when Sofi was $6 a share? How poor were you then? Where you are now. Now you're poo-pooing $5 in cash into your account per contract. I'm just a guy going, hey, I think you're better off with 15 grand more in your account, or 50 or 80 or 150,000 more dollars in your account earning daily interest just sitting there. It's other people's money. I would take it. I can tell you the guys flying in those jets above you in those private jets, they're taking your money. They're taking other people's money and making money with it every chance they get. And it might seem boring to you. It might not seem exciting enough to you. But when you're up there, it maintains a lovely lifestyle. That's where I'm coming from. The man, hey, I wrote July 18, 14 cash secured puts for 90 cents. Looks like I'll buy it back today for 5 cents and write a 17 for 110. Sofi just keeps printing money. Still feel like I'm going to get arrested for theft, but oh well. It's such safe, easy, consistent money. I'm taking it. Brian, Uncle Bruce, I sold my NVIDIA covered calls. I sold my and sold all my shares, made about 3 grand, freed up about 20 grand in cash. I'm ready for any pullbacks on Rocket Lab, Sofi, ASTS, GameStop, and NVIDIA. There you go. There you go. The man, Charlie, yeah, I'm torn between waiting to roll my Jan 26s or be greedy on the return also. There you go. There you are. There you go, kids. Remember, whatever move you make, you can always make another move because of that move. So you win, and then you win, and then you win again. So win. You want some advice? Win now. Grab additional cash and grab additional interest from the world. it's your turn to get paid and be well paid. I cannot beg you enough, really. Thank you all for joining us. We've got 142 people answering the question of the day. Look at how consistent this is. I write cash secured puts on Sofi, and I like this game 73%. This is not falling to 50-50. Look at that number. That is impressive. 78 thumbs ups coming on. Thank you with the thumbs ups, guys. Keep them coming in. 74% of you say, I write cash secured puts on Sofi. I like this game. I tell you, this is the easiest money that people around here have ever made, apart from writing call options on GameStop over the years. This is easy money. Talk about paying for your lessons over and over and over again. How many of you had one-on-ones with me over the years, and you've been hauling in thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on these strategies, and you're just going, Uncle Bruce, this is too easy. This I can't believe this is legal. I can't believe it. I've been doing this option writing now because of you since 2022. I've been doing option writing, and they're just handing me this money. They just constantly keep handing me this insane amount of cash. There are people here who had retirement accounts that were $30,000, $40,000 in size after 10 and 20 years of investing. They only had 20, 30,000, who said, I'm going to learn how to write options inside my IRA, inside of my 401k, inside of my RSP in Canada, wherever you are around the world with your retirement accounts. And there are people here going, Uncle Bruce, in 3 years, my account doesn't look anything like it did. So pathetic back then to where we are now. And the compounding that I'm generating is unbelievable. The idea of a 37% return on your money, writing cash secured puts, offering to buy back your stock at a discount is real. And there are people here going, I can't believe I didn't know about this 15 years ago. I cannot believe this wasn't being shown to me and talked to me and told to me. I had to find it on a tiny little YouTube channel where a guy sits in front of a whiteboard with some currency stuck on there with magnets and a Rugman poster. This is how I learned how to change my economic life. Are you kidding me? Where are these slick operators with the incredible graphics and unbelievable $10,000 courses to, you too can get rich one day? Not even those guys talk to you about writing cash secured puts. Unbelievable. Yeah, it is unbelievable. Welcome to the party, pal. Welcome to our party. Great to have you here. So great to have you in the house. I don't know. Lee Mortimer, I bought back my $25 Rocket Lab Jan 26, and I wrote $34 Rocket Lab cash secured puts for Jan 26, and I brought in another $7,000 in cash. I like this game. Yes, you better. And how can you not, Brian? Credit spreads, cost to borrow is up to, CRSP, or 39%. There are no shares. This thing could blow. CRSP, I have no idea what that is. The man, options inside a Roth IRA is literally a real life cheat code. This is how you stick it to the government and get all your tax money back. There you go. You make the money. John, good morning, everybody. Hey, John, what's going on? I see you on the avatar. I see your name as normal. Welcome back, my friend, to the program. Great to have you all here. All of you, welcome to the show. Welcome to this channel where people write stock options and just compound returns. They're handing it to you. Why not take it? Just a guy in front of a computer trying to help you figure out how to get rich and not be poor. Fantastic, isn't it? Isn't it great? When you can bring in $7,000, additional $7,000, it's laughable how easy it is. There are viewers here who are bringing in far more than an extra $7,000. But when you think about it, if you can bring in $7,000 by doing a rollover of existing contracts, I mean, it's not like you went to the bank, borrowed a bunch of money, and brought in $7,000 today writing options. You are just doing a rollover of existing contracts and adding $7,000 to your account. That is equal to taking 34 of my classes. I don't have 34 classes. I just finished number 19, and it should be edited in the next 48 hours or something like that. It's almost ready. So if you take all 19 classes, that's $3,800. That's all you can spend. That's everything. And then a one-on-one with me is $500. Now you're at $4,300. That's all you can spend. And you're doing $7,000 on a rollover. And our friend could do another rollover. Lee Mortimer could do another rollover 2 weeks from now. Stock keeps rolling along. He'll do another rollover. He'll bring in another $7,000. Here we go. Unbelievable. I like this game. Well done, everyone. Congratulations. Couldn't happen to a nicer bunch of viewers, members of this channel, Gold Bagel members, Chillin' members. Thank you all for your support. Boy, do I love it when you guys get richer. It's pretty damn good. There you go, guys. Thank you all. All right, what's going on? Let's see. Double check here on the markets. We've got the thumbs up meter. We're trying to break to the 100 level. We're now pushing 89 thumbs up, so we're going to hit 100 here shortly. Going for 200. We hit 200 yesterday. Thank you everybody for helping yesterday. We got 212 thumbs ups yesterday. Love getting 200. That is always the objective. Thank you. And for subscribers, those of you subscribing to this channel, thank you for subscribing and joining the party here. We love having you. Boy, are you welcome here. This is the happy place. People here make money no matter what direction the market actually goes, which is unbelievable. Again, a lot of people don't believe it. They talk. You talk to friends. You talk to relatives. You talk to coworkers. You tell them what you're doing here, and they do not believe you. You know this game. You've been approached in private by a very interesting relative, someone you would not have thought would come to you privately to talk to you about what it is you're doing in the market and how it is you are succeeding. And you tell them what you're doing here with this channel and hanging out here, and they look at you like, really? Are you sure this is working? Are you sure you're making money? Are you really? And you tell them, hey, I can only tell you so much. You have to get up off of your big fat lard ass. You say that inside your head. You don't say it to them in person, but you say to them inside your head, get off your big fat lard ass and take Bruce's lessons, number 1 and number 2. Just start there. Just give yourself a chance. Watch those 2 classes. Open a practice account with any of these online brokerage firms and do some trades like people talk about here. Literally imitate these people in a practice account and watch what happens. Then find out whether that's real or not, because you can read their comments and believe them or not, but you can also just, well, okay, I'll write those contracts you just wrote. I'll do that in my practice account. I'll try to replicate that in here. And then just fold your arms and see what happens. That's what you'll tell these people. Now, let me ask you this question. If you want to answer this, please do. How many of you out there have you told people either proactively or you've reacted by people coming to you? How many of the people out there you've told this to have done it? Do you know anyone that has followed your advice? I know some of you have. There have been tremendous success stories through this channel where viewers have told other people, brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers, cousins, co-workers, golfing buddies, drinking pals, dog walking friend, whoever, however, whatever. There have been people who've been successful here who've said, Yeah, I did. I convinced my sister to do option writing, and you know what? She makes more money than I do because she's really good at it. I convinced my mom to do this. I convinced my cousin, my old buddy at work. He wouldn't do it for a year. He watched me, and now he is doing this, or she is doing this, or friends of we have friends. My wife and I have close friends. They now are writing options. They're now writing options, and we talk about it all the time. There are those, but then there are also those of you out there who have tried. Good Lord, you've tried to convince someone very near and dear to you that you really wished you could help, that you really tried to convince, and they just won't do it. And I know it's heartbreaking in some cases because you know people who could really use this added capital. They have a car in their driveway that needs a new transmission, and they can't come up with the 3-4 grand right now. And you're saying to them, don't you have 1,000 shares of blah 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 in your account somewhere? Why don't you write 10 contracts on that and bring in $2,500? Fix your transmission with that. You let your stock fix your car in the driveway so you can drive it, or then maybe sell it and get 8 grand for it or 15 grand for that thing, and use that to trade with or pay off your 15 grand in debt that you owe to your credit cards, which is costing you $300 a month in interest and a $300 minimum payment. That is $600 a month off your ass after tax, and you won't be $600 as poor anymore every month by writing 10 measly contracts on stock you already have. I mean, you've tried. You have done everything to help these people, and it's just not working, right? Am I lying here? I don't think so. It be what it be. Anyway, welcome all to the program. Thank you for joining us. We are 12 minutes away from opening the market and getting ready to trade. 203 of you are here, and more will be coming in as we get close to the opening. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for the thumbs ups. If you can remember, if you're watching on the rerun, please hit the thumbs button, even on the rerun. Because if we can push another 30, 40, 50 thumbs ups the day of the show later today, that adds momentum to this channel for tomorrow morning. It really helps. It helps. I appreciate it. Thank you all for joining us, and welcome all. Larry Titus, good morning, everybody. Number 104, baby. He has 100 thumbs ups and counting. Thank you, everybody. Getting me over 100 now. We're going for that 200 thumbs up that mark. I appreciate it. 89 to 104 and counting. Thank you very, very, very much. 106 thumbs ups. We are member only comment right now. Member only commentary. So if you are a member of this channel, Chillin' member or Gold Bagel member, you can comment all you want. I think it's time we give this market a little bit of momentum before it opens. We have 180 people here right now. I am going to start hitting the knee emojis right now. I think it's time we hit those knee emojis and get this channel in the right mood to make you all richer rather than poorer today. $17.95, $18 on your Sofi. The shares don't want to stay under 18. Have you noticed that, anybody? Richard Carlin knows what I'm talking about. Neat. Here come the knee emojis. Richard Carlin, free range is on it. Neat. Here come the knees. James of the Mystery Tree. Jeff Glass, get the knee emojis in before the market opens. And let's push this market to levels that will make you even richer. Go Sofi, go GameStop, go. Just get the hell going. N8 is in here. Neat. With a little bit of ketchup and a thumbs up and a smiley face. Bowing Tiger's on it. Neat. Don't forget, open your window, yell at the top of your lungs all around your neighborhood. Dare the cops to take you away. Neat. They'll understand. There you go. The Big E is here with the Z at the end. There's Corinne. Neat. There they come, baby. The knee emojis. We're not stopping this. You can't stop this. This is happening, kids. Welcome all to the program. Thank you for joining me from wherever you are. It's great to have you here. Loving it. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Isn't it fun, fun, fun? Daddy ain't taking the T-Bird away. I'll tell you that right now. Daddy ain't taking the T-Bird away. Why? Because you paid cash for it. That's why. You own the T-Bird. There it is. Thank you, everybody. Larry, neat. Chase, Rosita Parker, neat. There you go. Thank you, everybody. Brian, neat. From Canada, from UK, from Germany, from Europe, from the USA, from the Caribbean, from Asia, from everywhere. Neat emojis are coming in here. Look at that. Dortmund is coming in here. Splair, you're back. I see your name again. Welcome all to the show, the program, and the opening here in 8 minutes. Let's see what this market wants to bring out there. What will SoFi do today? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It just keeps going up all the time. It was nice to have a $1.03 gain yesterday. Unexpectedly nice, right? 1892. I mean, hey, they were up $1.70 at one point. Will they go up $1.50 today? Are they going to go to 1950 today because of a short squeeze? Do we not understand? Are we not getting it through our skulls that SoFi is running, not only because Kathy Woods has been buying it up and others, but the short squeeze is on, and we haven't even paid attention to that. Is that also what's going on? I don't know. 1.8 million pre-market trading. 1.8 million have traded in the pre-market on your SoFi. It's back to 1801. Where's the sell-off? Where's people? How does the thing just die now? Why does it not die now? There's something going on here. It's bigger than we maybe realize. I like it. 1802. It wants to go higher. Hey, JV, good morning, everybody. John Harpster, neat. Cindy, good morning. Number 118, Bruce. Number 118, thumbs up, Slayer. They changed again. Everybody sad stories. I like my second channel name on the rodent thing that I had. We're down 205 on the Qs. Nasdaq's down $80 or 80 points. Nasdaq 80 points, 1/3%. Okay. S&P is down 16. The Dow down 31 points. There you go. There's the story. What is going to happen if Robinhood can hit all-time record highs? SoFi can go to $20 a share. Come on. I mean, really? SoFi makes money, a lot of money. I don't know if Rocket Lab makes or if Robinhood makes as much as SoFi does. SoFi is way underpriced. 1803. Your market cap on SoFi, I think it hit over 20 billion yesterday, didn't it? I believe so. Yeah, we're at 20.1 billion market cap on your SoFi, and we're going higher. Couple of dollars from here and we're at 22 billion market cap on SoFi. Like, it's into the range of S&P 500. 1803 right now. Welcome to the party. 6 minutes from opening. JV, neat, split. It was 1860 today. Mr. Lucky, aloha, number 99. Cindy B, I have been a member of this man's channel for 42 months. Do let me know, folks, how long have you been a member of this channel? Cindy has been a gold bagel level member of this channel. And I don't think Cindy loses money when she hangs out here. I don't think Cindy loses money and is a gold bagel member at the same time. I think there's something else. If you're a gold bagel member of this channel, it is likely you are making money from writing options. That's probably why you're a gold bagel member. And if you've been a member for 42 months, then you've been making money for 42 months. And it could well be that you've been making money more than 42 months because you finally thought, I'm going to become a gold bagel member and really make money. So maybe that's what's going on. Interesting. 125 thumbs ups, people. Thank you so much for this. 128 going for 200 today. We got 196 people answering the question of the day. 197 votes. This is great. 71%. I write cash to get puts on Sofi, and I like this game. I really like this game, Uncle Bruce. This stock goes to 1802, 1803. I wrote $20 cash secured puts. I wrote 17s. I wrote 15s. I wrote 12s. I write 22s. I'm now writing $25 cash secured puts. I really like this game, Bruce. The amount of cash coming into my account from all these gamblers out there. I mean, I couldn't believe it when I got $8 when I wrote 20s. Now I'm getting $8, $9 writing 25s. Whoa! Mind-blowing money coming from all over the place. Yes, I do like this game. Crazy 49er, 35 months, baby. Neat, neat, neat. There it is. Juan, been a member since December 23. Thank you, Uncle B. Andrea, 125, late but buongiorno. Anyway, Corinne, watching since the beginning, 34 months. I've been a member. Those of you, if you want to know how to do this, you can do one of these green bars. It doesn't cost you anything. You need to hit the $ underneath the chat bar over there, and you get these options. And one of them is you can pop up one of these banners telling the market how long you've been here. It does it automatically for you, I think, and then you can put a message in there if you want and say hi or put in the emojis or whatever you like, and tell the world how long you've been a member, and are you happy? Are you making money? Yeah. Juan JM, thank you, Juan. Thank you, everybody, for popping in. 3 minutes away from the opening. What will the markets do today? Will Sofi reach $20 today? Could that really happen? I mean, we're 1803 here. Could we open at 1840 in the first minute or two, and then in half an hour be at 1885, and then 20 minutes later be at 1940, and in the first 2 hours hit $20 this morning? Is that possible for Sofi? Because if it happens, you can imagine the shorters panic in Shortland. Can you imagine the panic in Shortland at Sofi? The stock could pop to 21. $3 gain today? None. What's the $3 gain? Whoop-de-doo, right? Will that affect your cash secured puts? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Fun times. James of the Misty Tree. Tomorrow will be exactly 1 year that I've been here. Boeing Tiger, member for 16 months. Howdy, partner. 44 months, baby. 44 months. You're figuring it out, how to do it. Yeah, just hit the $, and then you can then pop this banner up and let the world know how long you've been a member of this channel. Thank you all. 236 people are here. Welcome, everybody. Hit the thumbs up button right now. Everybody out there, hit it now before we open. Give us a little more momentum this morning. Thank you all for that. We are moving along. 202 people are answering the poll question, and we have 133 thumbs up. So we're at 1805 on your Sofi, climbing here. We were down to 1785 or something. Now we're at 1805 again, coming back on. Thank you all for joining this YouTuber from wherever you are. It is much, much appreciated. Octavio, member, 49 months, baby. 49 months. Love this game. That is a Chillin' member, Howdy partner, Gold Bagel member, Boeing Tiger, Gold Bagel member, James of the Misty Tree, Gold Bagel member, Corinne, Gold Bagel, Crazy 49er, I'm a Gold Bagel member, Cindy B, Gold Bagel member, no other level, baby. Let's get it on, get it going. Thank you all very much. Larry, thank you for ringing the bells. It's official. We are open for trading. Richard Carlin, neat. Depeche, I've been a member for 14 months, started watching TWB in 2019, I believe. Traveling with Bruce, yes, I started in 2017 with TWB, and still here. A Gold Bagel member, no less. Thank you. Again, Bagel Babe, neat. There we go. We're open, kids. We're trading. What is this market going to do today? Oh, my gosh. Whew, what can I say? Earlier this evening, apparently, Robinhood was one Costco hot dog away from being a $100 stock. That's a friendly message to you from Israel, everybody. Interesting stuff. We are trading. We're open. We're up and going. What are we going to open up with, and where are we going to go? Will Sofi dip a little and then take off? Is that what's going to happen? I kind of wonder if we're going higher on SoFi today. Again, I wonder. The short positions are getting whacked on SoFi. It's getting expensive over there. 148 million shorted. 1797, I think, is what the opening trade was about a minute ago on 4 million. We'll see now what the trading follows through as. We were trading 1805 just a moment ago in the pre-market. We'll watch this closely in the next few minutes. Down 188 on the triple Qs. Let's refresh all of that. Let's refresh everything. Down 199 on the Qs, 549.64. We've got Dow up 18 now. It was negative all morning. It's up 18. S&P is up 15, or down 15, excuse me, S&P. 95 dip on NASDAQ. So the Dow is up, S&P down, NASDAQ down early in the session. We've got the SoFi shares at 17.96, GameStop at 24.25, Rocket Lab 37.60, up 183 a share. Interesting morning already. ALA, neat, Andre Delatorre, BBAI at 7.05. Wow, dude, with all the name changes, Uncle Bruce, it must really be confusing you. We're all over the place. Do what I can with what little I have. We're down 190 on the Qs at 549.70. The NASDAQ is off 97. We've got SoFi now 1802 on SoFi. Now 1810 on SoFi, down 11 cents. So right now from 1792 back to 1810, and we're coming on with the SoFi trade. Our volume 5 million. And I think we're past that already as well. GameStop down 20 cents. Rocket Lab up 174. On the big, magnificent 7 stocks, Microsoft down 74. Apple up 149. NVIDIA down $1.27. Meta down 630. Google down 126. Tesla down 21.48. And Amazon off 4 cents. The Netflix shares are down 280. Broadcom down 280. IBM down 54. ASTS down 87, HIMS down 6, MSTR down 10, 50. AI is down 59, Supermicro down 92 cents, Palantir down 145 at 134.87. That's what we have so far to start the morning. The Dow now is negative 24, make it negative 8 points, so we're really not falling much here. And SoFi 18.15, SoFi down just 6 cents. We're about to go green on your SoFi. Rocket Lab is up $2 right now. Here we go, everybody. Thank you. Blair, 35 degrees Celsius tomorrow. 38 tomorrow. I feel like getting boiled. I already had a nap on this heat. Charlie, I sold $6 Jan 26 puts on BBAI yesterday for 175. Rock and roll. I hope you're making nothing but money. BBAI. What is this? What is BBAI? No one's telling me. No one wants to tell me. It's called Big Bear AI Holdings, and it's a 685 a share, 684. It's up a nickel. It's been from 117 a share to 1036. It's a small company. Engages in data-driven decision dominance and advanced analytics that provide its customers with a competitive advantage in a world driven by data that is growing in terms of volume, variety, and velocity. The firm operationalizes artificial intelligence and machine learning at scale through its end-to-end data analytics platform. So it sounds like Cyberdyne systems. They sound like they're Cyberdyne systems. Their market cap is not even $2 billion, $1.98 billion. You got to be careful with stuff like this. Very volatile stocks. 678 to 715 already today for high and low. This is one of those companies you've got to be careful with. This stock was 239 in April, then in May 367, June 385, now 691. Be careful. Scary stuff. I'm just a guy looking at stocks, wondering, what do you do? 1820 on the SoFi, 1820.21. I think we're unchanged here. We're just about back on the SoFi shares from that dip in the pre-market, and this morning we're now running at 1820. We're about to go completely green on SoFi. Will it now take a run beyond 18 to the 1920 range? And could it be that we hit $20 today on SoFi? Could it happen? I wonder about that. Crazy 49er thinks it's kind of a Palantir company, this BBAI. They have DoD contracts, Defense Department contracts, says Charlie. So he's into it. Again, I don't know. I can't promote really tiny stocks. I'm here to talk to you about writing options. We love SoFi. Why? We follow SoFi from day one, 2021 at $10 on the SPAC. Here we are at $18.20 a share on your SoFi. And this company is nowhere. It doesn't look anything like it did back then at all. It's so much bigger, isn't it? Anyway, giddy up, everybody, and welcome to the program. Oh my, oh my, oh my. SoFi, 1823 up 2. We are positive on the SoFi shares. And the question is, what will they be doing today? Okay. All right. Charlie owns this stuff. So, Charlie, I hope you get rich on it. I can't speak for it. It's a $2 billion market cap. It's so small compared to the monsters that are out here. The Dow up 0.05 of a point. Dow's kind of unchanged, isn't it? S&P down 15. NASDAQ down 92. All right. Yeah, what is going on elsewhere? We're at GameStop down 18. Rocket Lab is up 97 cents after being up, $2? This is a pattern lately for Rocket Lab. Big start, fading, then we'll see. Microsoft up 6 cents. It's turned around. Apple up 210, holding again, up 240 now. NVIDIA down 160. Meta down 360. Google down 158. Tesla off $23. Amazon down 20. Netflix down 379. I suspect anyone out there with Tesla calls and Tesla call credit spreads, you got to be pretty happy out there with the results today on your Tesla. You got to be smiling. Thank you for these thumbs ups today and also the poll question today. Thank you for participating in both 144 thumbs ups and 221 answers to the question. I write cash secured puts on SoFi and I like this game. 71% are saying, yeah, baby, I do like this game. Giddy up. 1822 on SoFi. Volume is now 7.4 million. The high of the day, 1825. We just touched that a moment ago. Is SoFi going to run to 19 and 20 today? That is the question. Is it possible that SoFi is going to be and is in a short squeeze right now? Is that happening behind the scenes? And very few people talking about it. Is this actually going on right now? It is possible that we are into this. Charlie, I wrote a July 1 expiry triple Q call spread yesterday, and I got a 557, 559 written on it, and right now we're at 549.80. So these are way out of the money. I got 12 cents for this thing, looking great right now. So yeah, those are going to be nothing. I mean, they're worth zero. This market, the NASDAQ, would have to run up 325 points for you to have a problem. We're down 81 right now. So yeah, you're talking about a 300 point swing from here. So yeah, I think you're pretty safe. That should be virtually worthless as the minutes go by. You'll keep almost all that money. Thank you. Giddy up, everybody. $200 trade for $12, 6% overnight. That's 6% return. It's okay money. There you go. 550.01 on the Qs so far this morning. Dow is now positive 13 points. The Dow is up. SoFi at 1820, right at the line right now. Waiting to see in this first 15, 20, 30 minutes, what will this market do? Will it go lower? Will certain stocks keep going higher? Charlie, looking to do the same today for expiry tomorrow. finding 0 day to expiry is just not paying any premiums right now. They're of course, with all these record highs, you can see why. The markets are at these lofty levels and the premiums kind of dry out a bit, so that's possible. See how this plays. We're watching a lot of stuff right now. Oh my goodness. Fun times at the OK Corral. Thank you for letting us know how you're doing. Keep up the good work, everybody. Just keep getting richer, I say. Let's take a look at some of our favorites right now. We've got Rocket Lab up 35, SoFi at 1808 down 13, little pullback. Now we're at 1813 up down 8 only. We've got GameStop down 12. We have Q's down 194 or so. We've got 23andMe up 61 cents. MicroStrategy down 15.72 today. Spire down just 4 cents at 11.86. ATIP at 90 down 4. SmartRent $1 a pop, roughly up 1.5 cents, about $1.50. Don't know what's going on with SmartRent these days. Apple is up 175. Tesla down 21.34. Microsoft up 21 cents. Alphabet down 135. Amazon is green, up 8. NVIDIA down 180, Meta down 420, Supermicro down 122, ASTS down 89, AI down 45, Palantir down 289. Unity up 22, Goldman up 112, Cisco down 20, Spiders are off 117, Netflix down $4, $4.37. Pfizer up 13, Arc Innovations down 122, IBM down 148, Uber down 60, HPQ down is up 7, Home Depot up 3, Vanik down $2, Adobe down 420, and then Enphase up 35 cents. There's where we are at the moment. The big beautiful whatever bill continues to grind in the Senate. The Senate votes keep going. I don't know what, can't. I don't know. Just can't believe these people. Okay. One thing has become clear today. They say early Tuesday, an effort to use the bill to enact a moratorium on regulation of artificial intelligence is dead. Senators voted overwhelmingly to strip out the AI provision, which for the next decade would have nixed some funding for states that passed and enforced AI regulation. The moratorium was supported by AI companies and the White House, which argued that forcing AI to comply with a patchwork of state regulations would slow innovation and make it easier for competitors in China to gain the upper hand. However, some senators opposed the provision, with the federal government a long way from establishing an AI regulatory framework. The provision could have in effect left the technology with no guardrails for years. Interesting. So that is out of there. Okay. Okay. There's a lot of talk going on about what will happen if the Senate approves something. Then it has to go back to the House for a vote there. And there are issues in the House of Representatives regarding the Medicaid cuts. Those are becoming evident as severe, and a lot of Congress people are going, I can't vote for this. I will be kicked out of office. I don't care what Trump says. I don't care if he backs me 100%. I will be voted out of office no matter what. And so there's this concern about that bill. Okay, 1808 on SoFi, down 13. The Dow is up 50. The S&P is down 16, and the Nasdaq down 101. So it's a mixed market at the moment. Oil up 35 cents. VIX is up 55 to 1728. That's a bit negative so far this morning. Okay. Austin says, I love this game. I'm rolling my July 18 Palantir. 155, 160 credit spread. Okay, the stock's 133.55. He's rolling. He rolled his July 55.60 call credit spreads down to 150 $5.55. And I brought in an extra 50 cents. I love this game. There you go. Stephen, 144 thumbs up. James of the Misty Tree, 4 SoFi, $25 cash secured puts, Jan 26. A bit of a stink offer. I got $7.75 for those. I'm taking that money. That is $3,000 plus. Mike, but they need to cut Medicaid for the billionaire tax cut. I mean, you got to look after those poor billionaires, you know. I hear you. Mike, F for the poor, right? F the poor, you know. Hey, you'll figure out very quickly if you follow this game that those with dough can get stuff done that works for them, and those who don't have dough can't get a politician to do anything for them. It's amazing how that works. It's incredible. Wow. Yeah, if a politician is in need of money, there's a way to get a politician's attention. Use money to get their attention. Isn't that what a concept. I didn't know that's what elections are all about. I didn't know they were bribe fests. That's a surprise to me. Amazing. We're doing this for the good of the country, you know. It's good to have strong, very wealthy billionaires rather than poor billionaires. We've got to make billionaires stronger and richer than they are now. They're just not rich and strong enough. Okay. GameStop is green, says Matt. Thank you very much. Giddy up, GameStop. Keep coming. Keep it going. Don't stop now. Dow's up 70. The GameStop's up 4, and SoFi is only down 4. 18-16. SoFi getting ready for a run. I think it's ready. I think GameStop's ready for another shot. SoFi is getting ready for another shot. SoFi. GameStop's going. SoFi is going to go. I think so. Can't tell you the moment it'll happen, but I think they're getting ready for another run. GameStop going for 25-27. That's where I think it's going to head easily. It's about time for GameStop. We've been down here long enough. Just me. 165 gain on Rocket Lab. It turned around again. Up and up it goes. Very interesting session here today, as it always is. Thank you all. Oil up 30 cents. All right. Thank you all. Thank you all very, very, very much. Let's take a look at some other things here. There's a headline today that says Amazon is on the cusp of using more robots than humans in its warehouses. They've now surpassed 1 million robots, the most the e-commerce giant has ever had. Very interesting. And Trump said no tax on Social Security. The tax bill comes closer to it. The Senate's bill proposed $6,000 senior tax deduction, tops the House's $4,000 proposal. What else is going on here? The dollar and the S&P fall ahead of the mega bill vote. Okay. Let's see here. Continuing on. Just checking headlines right here in the Wall Street Journal. Lots of stories floating around right now. Everyone's watching that big, beautiful bill. That's happening in Washington right now. They're watching the Senate to see if they can grind that thing through somehow with whatever provisions they're putting in there. It be what it be, and that's what it be. Thank you, everybody. JV, I haven't been able to write Q's, but Tesla has been a winner instead. I will try doing like Charlie. Lorraine, number 149, thumbs up. Christina, just woke up. What did I miss? Nothing going on. Vilbus, a dollar keeps falling. Christina, I'm number 150. I haven't missed that. Thank you. The Qs are down 140 at 550.32. The Dow is up 125 S&P is only down 7 points. The NASDAQ's improving. It's only down 57. So we've got an improving market there. GameStop down 6 cents. SoFi down 7. Those two, I think, are about to go positive. We'll see how this plays out. Austin, GameStop put credit spread filled. 7/18 expiry, 21.24. Spread 73 cents on a $3 contract. This expiring a little too close, but I got some time and I'm greedy for that return percentage right there. So you've got, a couple of weeks, 2 weeks Friday, taking a 73-cent spread. Obviously, if GameStop wants to hit $25, $26 in the next day or two, your spreads will fall, and that's what you want. You want that 73 to come on down. Well, a little pop from here. We had a pop yesterday. I see GameStop going higher personally. I think it'll go higher. We'll see by how much and when. Anyway, it's down 4 cents. That's all it is at the moment. GameStop has recovered to only be down 4. We were green a moment ago. We've got SoFi down a penny at 18.20. We're about to run higher on SoFi. I think we'll see if this has some legs or not. The Dow up 133 now. As we continue watching the developments here of the early morning, we are 22 minutes into the session. Welcome one and all to the program. Thanks for joining me today from wherever you are. And also, thank you for the thumbs ups. For a 4 cent gain on your SoFi just got hit here. 18.25 on SoFi. The high of the day today is 18.27. So we're about to hit the higher levels here. 11.3 million volume has gone through in 22 minutes. So whatever selling came in has been taken out. It's gone. We're going higher. 18.26, 18.27 right now on your SoFi. There's no heavy selling here to stop it. It's going higher. It looks like it wants to go higher. Welcome to the party, pal. Nice to have you in the house. Christina, what happened to Tesla? There's a spat between him and the president and Elon again. Elon doesn't like this bill. He don't like the bill at all. And a flippant remark from the president. Someone asked him, do you think you can you deport Elon Musk? He says, I might have to look into that. Ridiculous. It is what it is, and that's what's going on. Just another day in paradise, everybody. Tesla right now down 15. It was down 22. We got down to $293. We're at 302 now, so Tesla's already come back $9. Amazon is green. Apple is green. Microsoft is green at the moment. SoFi 18.26, trying to push into its highs of the day. Zed, I bought 30 shares of Tesla today. I got them cheap. Bought some Tesla stock. There you go. 18.28 on your SoFi. That's the high of the day right now. Up 7, climbing a little bit more. Yesterday we hit 18.92. That is the new high, multi-year high for SoFi. 18.92. We're at 18.27 now with an 18.28 high of the session here on 11.6 million. So will SoFi reach 18.92 to match yesterday's high? And then what happens? If it does that, could it break right through 19 today? Taking a run at 20. Could we already be seeing $20 a share on SoFi now? Not a week or a month from now, but now? That's getting kind of interesting, isn't it? Not good news for the shorters of SoFi. That's for darn sure. That's too bad for them, I suppose. Anyway, there you go, everybody. Thank you for joining and being part of the program today. 126 gain on the Dow Jones. Only a $6 loss on the S&P. 64-point loss on NASDAQ. These three markets have been moving up in the last 20 minutes or so. They have been improving. Little pullback and then goes higher. Little pullback goes higher again. That's what's going on the markets. Welcome, everybody. Are you enjoying this game? Do you like this game? Writing cash secured puts on SoFi? It sure looks like it. 235 people have responded now. 69% say Yeah, I'm writing cash ticket puts on SoFi. I like this game. That's a strong positive. 31% say no, 69% say yes. And the thumbs up meter keeps rolling. Thank you, everybody, for helping out. We're going to be pushing 150 thumbs ups now. 156. Okay, 44 away from 200. With 253 people watching, thank you very much for the thumbs ups today. Welcome to the program. It's been an interesting opening so far here with this market. SoFi, look at that, 1834. Look at that go. I get the impression that SoFi is being moved here on a possible credit squeeze that no one's talking about. I think we're on a roll. 1836. We just spiked it up here. We're up 15 now. Yeah, something's going on. Financial results are coming out July 29. That came out an hour ago, so we know the financials will be released in 4 weeks. Tuesday. That's typical. They do it on a Tuesday. They'll do it before the opening. So get ready to rumble on that. The question now is, how will the shares react between now and then on anticipation of earnings? It's doing very well right now. I mean, very well right now. 1835 on SoFi. Giddy up. Okay. SoFi volume is now 12.6 million in 27 minutes. GameStop down just 4 cents at 24.35. A GameStop volume only 1 million. There's nothing being dumped on GameStop here, so I'm thinking, well, only down 4. It could have gone off 30-40 cents here after that gain yesterday. It looks like we might go higher on your GameStop now into this $24.50, $25 neighborhood. Looks very promising. 126 gain on the Rocket Lab. 37.03 just won't go away. It just will not come back. It wants to go to 40. I mean, that's what Rocket Lab looks to me like it wants to do. 40 a share. And it could go beyond that, of course. The upside of Rocket Lab is tremendous. The amount of orders coming into that company versus their backlog is growing dramatically. They have a huge backlog of business. When they launch satellites, they make money now. They used to launch satellites 3 years ago and lose money because they were perfecting their business. They now make money with launches. Many launches are scheduled with Rocket Lab, and that's why the stock is really moving up here. It's moving ahead nicely. It's kind of rocketing higher, wouldn't you say? Yeah. It be what it be. Brian, those Robinhood shares are going to 100 a share. You know, I'm happy they're going to 100 a share. I'll tell you why. Because the higher the Robinhood shares go, the more ridiculous the comparison between Robinhood and SoFi gets. And SoFi, it naturally becomes more legit. It becomes just that much more legitimate. And it pushes it to the 20-25 neighborhood without any issue. No one will question why SoFi is going to 25 if Rocket Lab's 100, 110. So let Rocket Lab keep going. SoFi makes everyone here richer. The difference is when Robinhood doesn't meet expectations and loses 30% in a week, and SoFi doesn't lose 30% in a week because they are meeting expectations and beating expectations. There's your difference. Okay. JV, Rocket Lab CEO, came out yesterday on CNBC and said they are busy with those rockets. Bobby, Rocket Lab, $40 cash secured put. Jan 27s are $1,500 to $1,600. Or was it, $15, $16 bid ask? Is that what you're trying to tell me, Bobby? Excuse me if I do some rolling this morning. Brian, Uncle Bruce, what cover calls would you write on GameStop right now? Stock seems to be low. Premiums are super low. GameStop, well, 24, 28, 25. I think we're going through 25 to 27. You've heard me say it a zillion times. So you decide how far out you want to go and write. But For those of you who just don't know what to do, sell it and write cash secured puts, and there you go. Weber, cash secured puts on SoFi. This is too easy, Bruce. This is too easy. I mean, they're just handing me this money. This is ridiculous. I can't believe how easy this is. You told me to write $10 cash secured puts. I did. Then you told me to roll them to 12s. I did that. Then you said time to roll them to 15s because the stock kept going up. I did that. Then you said 17s. I did that. Then you told me you should be writing 20s. I rolled them up again. And now you're telling me 25. I'm doing that too. And there you go. 1834 right now on SoFi. It's going to 2022, $25 a share. I mean, there's no argument here. It's just going there. Anybody want to doubt it? Become a shorter and pay the price, because the shorters are getting their lunch handed to them right now in pennies, soon dollars. Very interesting. See, the thing too is I wonder if SoFi does break 20 really soon, will it run to 22 because of that? Because the $20 hit to the shorters will be $3 billion, just about. Going up another $2 right away would bring them lose them another 300 million, and that could cause it to go to 25 right away after that, and they would then be down another $450 million. I mean, I'm trying to do the math in my head here. It's a $500 million more that will be lost. So they will be down 3.5 to 4 billion. You know, it'll be that kind of a position they'll have to contend with. And at that point, now it gets silly, because now what happens is SoFi doesn't trade on fundamentals anymore. Now SoFi starts to trade on hype of the short positions, where you get $2 a day swings like normal now. And I can see SoFi going to 30, where the market will go, oh, at $30, these guys short 148 million shares at $30. That's $4.5 billion. Short position. These guys are getting squeezed out to lunch. Now, new shorters will replace old shorters, but it just keeps going. You remember GameStop, once it started like this, it became insane. The underlying business of SoFi is solid business. I also wonder, would SoFi be tempted to raise $10 billion if their stock hit $30, $35 a share? Would they be tempted to do a cap call financing with a $50 roll-in? I mean, add 10 billion capital to your account like that. The bank's rankings surge again. I mean, just take it to another level. I don't know. 1839 is where we are now, and we're up 18 cents on your SoFi right now. I wonder, 14.8, 15 million traded here. It was 1780 in the pre-market. It didn't go any lower. Now we're 1839. So, 60-cent turnaround from this morning's pre-market. Here we go. I'm just a guy trying to figure out what's going on. Anyway, there you go. Okay. Christina, how the hell did Hood get this so high? Brian, Christina, the big hedge funds have their hands in that cookie jar. Hopium. Charlie, SoFi will go where Hood is eventually. Christina, last Friday, I didn't remember to close the calls I sold. And they were in the money by cents. Needless to say, they took my stock. My average was like 34. So I lost like 11 grand. Christina, how can you forget this stuff? I don't understand. Brian, I got some Rocket Lab for $36.50. Christine, now I'm just sitting on the cash right now. Zed, Uncle Bruce, I rolled SoFi to $22 cash secured puts a few months ago. The good problem, what to do with this cash in BIL. There you go. This is a good problem to have. Giddy up. SoFi right now, 1834, up 14 on a volume of 15.3 million. Go SoFi. GameStop down 1 penny. GameStop 24.38, about to go green. Again, there you have it. 105 gain on the Dow. The big markets are slumping a little. SoFi going higher, 1842 on SoFi. That's a new high of the day, I think, for SoFi. 1842, 843. New high on SoFi today. 1892, yesterday's multi-year high, okay? Yeah, kids, enjoy the run. Christina, how I have a job and I work in a secret building. It just happened. That's how it happened. Okay, it's okay. You're forgiven, Christina.
Tuesday special.
Tuesday special has just
Except-
arrived. Oh my
There's
God.
always an exception.
There's always a what?
What? We didn't have any ham, so we got bacon.
Oh my God. I have to suffer with bacon and egg
suffer
and
with bacon.
cheese on a toasted sesame seed bagel, dipping it in ketchup.
I know it's the worst.
How am I going to survive?
It's the worst.
What am I going to do? What if Sofi goes to $20 today? How am I going to survive?
Have you heard from Splair today?
Yes.
I hear it's very, very hot in Germany. But,
Yeah. He mentioned it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That they're having a heat wave. Mm.
He talked about it. Yes, indeed. Oh, this is so good.
I'm just saying, you know, not every day is the perfect day when it comes to the bagel, but this bagel is perfect. It's almost burnt the way you like it. We got the fluffy egg in there in my little pan. Got a little bacon, but it would have been. It all starts with the bagel. It all starts with the bagel. If the bagel's not perfect, it's only downhill from there. That's all I can say. But today it just worked out that the bagel got my attention when it needed it.
You did not ignore today's
I
need.
did not
Bagel
ignore because, you know, egg was yelling at me or something like that. Yeah.
It is absolutely phenomenal.
Happy Canada Day.
Happy Canada Day. That's right.
I don't even know how old we are.
Oh yeah. Well, 1867.
Go. Next year it'll be a big. 2 years from now it'll be a big one.
Well,
You got to be 148 years old. 87
no.
to 97
No.
to 27. Yeah.
It's 157.
157. Oh, that's true. We had our whatever it's called, quincentennial.
We had the
or whatever it's called.
150 in 2017.
Yeah.
Seems like forever.
So
That's when I
160.
started my first YouTube channel.
Yeah.
GWB.
CC.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
See, it's not the ham's fault. I think it's the egg's fault. It just doesn't want to stay in that bagel. Mind you, the pan is just slightly bigger than your bagel.
Yeah.
So maybe it was always sticking out that much and I just didn't look. No, see, look at the other side. The other side's good. Okay.
It be what it be.
What's happening today? I haven't even looked. What's the market doing?
We were red in the pre-market, but not a lot.
Okay. Because yesterday was so green, you expect a little profit taking.
Right. And then the Dow went green first.
Okay.
And it's 113 to the good. But S&P's down 9 and NASDAQ down 61. So they're negative, but not by much.
Okay.
Green, but not by much.
But not big.
SoFi hit 1892 for the high yesterday.
Yeah.
It closed at like 1821 last night.
Okay.
In the pre-market, we were down to 1780.90.
Okay.
A little pullback.
Yeah.
Then just before the opening, 1805.
Ah.
Now 1842, up 21.
Ah.
And the short position.
I think they're spanking those shorts.
Those short positions are becoming evident. 148 million shorted.
Get back in there, shorties.
This market is pounding these guys, and I think we're going to go higher. And we are higher this morning. So GameStop's down a penny, and it's at 24.38. It couldn't break 24
Penny's
all last week.
nothing.
Couldn't hold it. Now we've broken it.
Penny's not even a hiccup.
I think GameStop's going for 25.
Not even a burp.
Maybe today. I don't know.
Oh, there goes your egg. Yeah.
It's like an ice cream cone melting
You gotta
in
pay
all
attention.
directions.
Yeah, you gotta pay attention, man. Especially if you're in Germany.
Oh, and France, Germany, they're hot over there.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, I don't think Splair's gonna take the rats out for a walk today.
No.
They'll look at him with their big little rat eyes.
Are you
Big
kidding me?
little rat.
Claire, are you kidding me? We're not going out for a walk.
You go out and tell us how it was.
Yeah. Send me an email.
It's like most of the dogs here in the winter. It's like I changed my mind. I don't have to pee.
I don't need to go outside.
And then we have, in this building, we have a guy who has a big old husky. And the man looks like he's going out to do a dog sled. Like he is covered. He's got all the good stuff on. And the dog's like, come on, let's go.
I want to go.
Gets and just races around the park. Then he probably goes back and tells all the little dogs in the building how it was. It was so great. It was so great. The snow was up to my nose.
Yeah. Pretty good. A good time for the Huskies.
Did you notice you're on a snack set today?
I noticed that. Yeah.
You know why?
What for sale?
No, because these two were in your room.
Oops. Oops.
But I enjoy using my snack sets.
True.
I'm a big believer of if you collect something, you should use it.
Ah.
If you collect comic books, you should read them. If you want to collect one, then buy a separate one, but you should always read them. Open the packet, play with the cards, put them in your bike, destroy them.
GameStop is green, $24.40.
Okay. It's the bacon. It's that Canadian bacon on Canada Day. I should have put a little drizzle of maple syrup in there. Maybe some prairie oysters instead of bacon. Just be real Canadian.
She knows not what she speaks. Okay. Larry, bagel time.
I know more of what I speak than you do.
Nah. Morning, Auntie Jen from Richard Carlin.
Morning, Richie.
JM is going bagel, bagel, bagel.
Bagel, bagel, bagel.
Charlie, I wrote 6 Qs, call credit spreads, 555, 557s for July 2nd. I got 18 cents for those. They die tomorrow. The Qs are 550 right now. He's writing 555, 557. So he's well over.
Charlie.
Watching, looking to close today on a dip, hopefully.
We don't get to say sorry, Charlie, anymore.
Oh, no. Chase Rosita Parker, 157. Tom, 158. Brian, 158 years old for Canada. Bruce,
Yes.
Mandu 5. Uncle Bruce, for call credit spreads on the Qs, would you avoid July 7th for expiration?
July 7th,
I wouldn't go into next
Monday.
week. I would be going only.
I'm always
Thursday.
iffy going over the weekend.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Because you never know what might happen.
You never know.
You never know.
Mandu number 5. I've been a member for 44 months. Uncle
Hi,
Bruce is the
Mandu.
best. Thank you so much, Bobby. Happy Canada Day, Auntie Jen and Uncle Bruce.
Bye.
Ricardo, Auntie Jen is so right. Read and play with your collections.
That's right.
Mandu, good morning, Auntie Jen. Charlie,
Good morning, Mandu.
good morning, Auntie Jen.
Good morning,
Christine, Auntie Jen is the blogger. Don't mess with her. She knows her words. There you go.
I'm a word girl. But I like money, so I'm good at math.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well,
Well, I'm gonna leave you. Leave you on a Tuesday morning.
yeah.
You got your bagel.
I got my bagel.
What do you think of the bacon over the ham? It's different.
I prefer the ham.
Do you?
I love bacon and eggs, believe me.
Right.
But I prefer the ham. I don't know why.
But in dire emergencies,
In this situation,
could have put it on a croissant.
Yeah. Bacon on a burger is okay too.
The Baconator.
Mm,
Who is that? Is that Wendy's? Has the Baconator? And our favorite steak place has the, what do they call it, hamburger? The you're gonna die hamburger.
the
I-
ultimate. Or,
Yeah, or something. It's massive. It's 5 pounds or something.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
it's a size of a plate. It's big, big.
And it's got bacon on every patty.
They have
You're
doggy
gonna die.
boxes just for that burger
Yeah.
because of the size of that burger.
Yeah.
They know. Almost everybody will need a doggy bag for that thing, or a take-home box.
Or a ride to the hospital.
Oh, wow. Said a state test is over 300 now. How about that?
Hey, Zed.
Giddy up, everybody.
Okay, I'm out of here.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody. Happy Canada Day. Woo.
Canada Day. Mm-hmm. Oh, my. Thank you all for being here, following along. Dow's up 194. S&P only down 2.5. NASDAQ down 33. Mm-hmm. Oh boy, was this delicious or what? There's a headline coming out that I see here. See if I can get this to work. There's the headline. This is an opinion piece. The S&P 500 is approaching a Wile E. Coyote moment, says Wall Street's biggest bear. The Peter Berezin does not trust the rally. Stock market is headed for its losses that investors aren't counting on. A familiar scene in the Roadrunner cartoon involves the hapless coyote running off a cliff, pausing in midair, and then nervously looking down before plunging to the ground. Miraculously, always survives. The BCA research team, led by chief strategist Peter Berezin, wrote in a note to clients that published on Monday. Our macro quant model is flagging the risk of such a Wile E. Coyote moment for the S&P, they wrote. As the team explained, the stock crash model indicates that the U.S. equity Z-score, how far performance deviates from the average, is currently just above the dreaded -1 threshold to -72. They said the number is consistent with below average returns on the S&P 500 over the next 1 to 3 months. A move below -1 would intensify our angst about the direction of this market. It is negative right now. Okay. Let me read further for you. Give me a moment. The reason they think the market's going lower is that this analyst says, the team said that their equity model has shifted from worries, from frothy sentiment and positioning on stocks to concerns over the U.S. economic outlook. He and his team cited weakness in consumer spending, the housing market, and payrolls data that looks fine on release day, only to be revised lower in the following months. To become more confident in the stock market, I would need to become more confident on the economy. Right now, the data does not give me much comfort, he says. This week's job numbers will be pivotal. If we get much weaker labor market data for June, the whole recession narrative will come screeching back, causing stocks to tank and bonds to rally. The payroll data comes out Thursday because of the holiday on Friday. Economists are forecasting a media jobs gain Media, they're thinking 110,000 for June from 139,000 from the prior month. As well as the economic backdrop, tariffs that likely aren't going away, and supersized budget deficits to come from President Trump's tax and spending bill grinding its way through the Senate are other negatives they see for investors. As for sectors, their macro quant equity model prefers materials, consumer staples, energy, utilities, industrials, communication services, and healthcare. The model is underweight on financials and information technology, with a more negative bias towards consumer discretionary. Canada, emerging markets, Australia, the Euro area, and the UK are considered overweight equity regions, with Japan being neutral. And that is a quick recap on that article. Well, that's somewhat interesting, isn't it? Okay. The biggest bear on Wall Street, just so you know, that is what he's known for. He's known as a bear. Okay. Stephen Butler, bagel. We've got the Qs at 549.90, down 177. We have the Dow up 199, S&P down 750. We've got the SoFi shares at 1826, up 5. GameStop is up 3 at 24.42. Rocket Lab up 44 cents. Microsoft down 31. Apple up 4.12. Nvidia's lower. Nvidia's off. Meta is down. Google lower. Tesla lower. Amazon up 47. Netflix is down. Broadcom is off. IBM lower. ASTS, HIMS, MSTR, AI, Supermicro, and Palantir all lower at this moment in time. Other losers are Uber, Cisco, Adobe, AMD, Enphase, all lower today. As we continue on with this market, that's the story. All righty, 207-point gain on the Dow. It's got an up day, no doubt about it. 212, 9-point dip on S&P, and a 73-point dip on NASDAQ today. Another headline says here, U.S. manufacturing slump shows little sign of ending, ISM says, amid ongoing trade wars. So there's no revival of U.S. manufacturing coming. Nothing. No evidence at all, despite all these tariffs. No one is putting out factory jobs right now. Not happening in America. I can see why. Oil up 25 cents. Gold is still up $53 an ounce. The VIX is plus 20 so far this morning. There you have it. And we have the result of my poll question here. 248 of you have entered answered that question. 248. 69% of you say, I'm writing cash secured puts on SoFi. Yeah. Vast majority of us are doing that. We like this game. You like this game, Bruce? Giddy up. We have 173 thumbs ups here, 27 away from 200. The last grind is on to hit 200 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody, for coming through already. Thank you so much. All right. That is the story. I'm sticking to the story. Yeah. Okay. SoFi volume on the session now is 21 million about in just under an hour. So in the first hour, 20. I think yesterday we were much higher than this. We ended up with 150 million volume pretty well yesterday. I don't know if we're going to hit 100 today. Don't know for sure. If the stock takes a run through 1850 to 1892 and beyond, well, maybe then you're going to get a higher run. But 1825 right now on the SoFi shares, not $19 at this point, but still giddy up. There you go. All right, there it is. That's the story. All right, kids, I'm going to leave you alone. I'm going to let you go about your business. Keep writing contracts. Get richer. Thank you again for all your commentary today, your support, and keep on keeping on. Get richer out there. We'll keep an eye on things from here. And we'll see you here tomorrow morning, first thing, of course, as usual, as we follow the developments of this marketplace. Free range. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks, Uncle Bruce, Auntie Jen, Charlie. Thanks, Uncle B. Have a great day, everybody. Happy Canada Day to all my Canadian friends out there. Very happy Canada Day. Charlie, neat. There you go. We'll see you all tomorrow morning. Get richer out there. We'll keep an eye on a thing over here as well, and we'll see what's going on. Have a relaxed day, y'all. I'll try not to end up as a fried human here in Dortmund, Germany. Stay cool, my friend. Larry, have a good day, everybody. Uncle Bruce and all. Richard, Carlin. Neat. That's it. All right, you guys. We'll talk to you next time. This is Bruce and Jen from Calgary saying bye.